We've got a great show for you tonight. Sean, roll credits. Hey, what's this doing here? Hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Live in the Dark with Videodrew. I am at least one Videodrew. There may be others. Who knows? Oh, no. I forgot to bring on my co-host. My lovely crow host, Daney. Okay, I see what's going on. See, this is Live in the Dark with Videodrew, which is a fun late night talk show where we banter and have on guests and play games. And this is Daney. He's a normal human that was once a bird. Don't worry about it. Daney?
I'm doing a ritual. I'm doing a ritual.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you during your ritual time. This is just usually when we have a show.
Wait, are we live?
Yes, we are live. Well, some of us.
Oh, okay. I was doing a ritual for a god. I think he's going to like my offer.
Oh, you're very excited about our guest, our very, very, very special guest that we have coming on, WARFATHER. But before we do that, we absolutely have some things to talk about first. Most importantly, that you can donate via streamlabs.com Videodrew /Videodrew, and then put in your thing that you want to have read, and then it will appear on the screen and it will be read. Isn't that cool?
That's how internet works nowadays.
Yep. Also, you have to press like and subscribe, or else somebody will come to your house and watch over you while you sleep, and not in the good way, not in the fun way. So please press that button. Smash it, smash it, smash it. So, Daney, how have your week been?
Well, I know I had to search for a body that I burned like 3 weeks ago. You know Doug?
You buried a body 3 weeks ago? Hi, Lon.
Yeah. No, you know Doug. You know, best friend of Lon. He was living in your basement.
Oh, what was his name again? Lon's best friend?
Doug.
Doug. Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Doug. Yikes.
So
he finally reburied Lon's Doug.
So his aunt came into my house. I don't know how she found me in Brazil, but like she was asking me for Doug.
Sorry, ants? Like a lot of ants?
Yes, ants. Like uncle and aunt.
So a swarm of ants came in asking about Lon. It's probably because, Jesus, Doug. So ask me about Doug. Let's not give away what's going to happen to Lon later this season. Wouldn't want people to know about that. So a bunch of ants came in, asked you about Doug's body, wanted to know where it was. I'm guessing for some sort of eating purposes, food, fuel consumption.
I think their queen likes, Doug's eyes or something.
Do ants have queens? Yes, queen ants. Yes, of course queens have ants. Duh.
Yes, of course they have.
All things have ants.
Bees. I know a lot about nature, mistress. You know this.
So do crows have queens?
No, you only have misters and masters.
That makes sense. What about bats? Is there a queen or king bat?
Really?
Oh, I know.
Not even 5 minutes into the show, we're talking about bats.
I am so sorry. I apologize for that. Was not woke.
It was.
So I apologize. However, I think we will be talking about the devastating effects of the crow-bat war today when we have on our guest. But first, it's my favorite part of the show.
Yay!
Movie news. Opening monologue. Yeah, Sean. Producer Sean's in the control room saying that we got to talk about movie stuff. All the favorite movie stuff.
Because everybody loves music.
Everybody loves movies. So weird. Movies, blah, blah. If you love movies so much, why don't you marry them?
That's right. So
No,
Captain
let
Marvel
that
2.
just sit there.
So Captain Marvel 2 lands new director in
Don't even try.
N.L.A. Da Costa.
No, that's not a name. First of all, that's not a name. Second of all, oh, it is a name. Da Costa. Da Costa. Oh, I see what this is. This is like when Bart Simpson calls in and says, because I can't tell if that's an I or an L, like Nila Costa? Nia Costa. Okay, so Marvel 2 is a movie that's about Marvel 1, which is they go to war, which is relevant, and there's 2 of them, probably still, and they need Da Costa. Like, they need to coast off the fact of the last movie's doing so well. So you remember how everyone really loved that Captain Marvel was a woman? They're going to coast off of the fact that they want to see more women in Marvel films. Seems like a smart strategy.
I don't think you read the headline right. I think the lens of the Captain Marvel 2 has now a new coast.
Oh.
I think that's it.
No, keep going.
No, like the title says the Captain Marvel 2 lands.
Oh, it lands on a new coast. I see.
Yes, for a new coast. And that coast.
I really like the bit just making fun of somebody's name. This feels like a really good place to keep going on. So next question. Tom Hanks and talks to play ᴠᴇʀyɪ in a live Pinnacle. So here's the thing about you're really giving us something to work with here, Sean. Thanks a lot for this. Tom Hanks is ᴠᴇʀyɪ in Pinocchio. Oh my God, this is actually a nightmare of mine, a reoccurring Videodrew nightmare. That she's going to get on stage at the Schmoedown, which is the show that sometimes exists in her reality and sometimes doesn't, and be asked about ᴠᴇʀyɪ, who is famously hard to pronounce the name of, a very famous, very real character from history, who we respect a lot because he made a boy from wood. So I'm very inspired by him, having brought something to life myself. He was a really lonely man who, in a very non-creepy way, built himself a child out of wood to be his best friend, even though he was a single parent, or he was a single nothing. And ᴠᴇʀyɪ got a bunch of things together and put them, and then became a human soul, was trapped in it, and then Pinocchio. That guy became real eventually. So he's kind of follows a trajectory similar to yours, Danny, which I think is something that you can really relate on. But anyway, what do you think about Tom Hanks from The Terminal playing him?
I'm still not getting. Is this a movie for children?
No, none of Tom Hanks' movies are for children. I'm not sure if you've ever seen Tom Hanks movies, but The Polar Express, definitely not for children. The Burbs, kind of for kids. The Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood one, probably not for kids either. Saving Private Ryan, debatable. Forrest Gump, maybe. Apollo 13, kinda. Like the one where he's a Bonfire of the Vanities that De Palma did. Yes, that one is for children. Other Tom Hanks movies. The one with Meg Ryan, just the one.
Just one.
Just one of the ones with Meg Ryan. He's smoking up already. That's a good sign. Just one of the ones from Meg Ryan's is for the children, and that's Joe versus the Volcano.
Okay, so The Terminal. So bottom line is, The Terminal is not like a real simulation. What will happen to me if I go to America?
Yeah, no, it is. The Terminal is what happens. It's where they land in Marvel 2. Captain Marvel 2 lands in a terminal off the coast of, yeah. Now we get it. Next question. Lon Harris is in the chat. So is Ryan Kramer and Dean Moko Morgan. Stardew saying big. No, normal size. Like normal size, as always. You calling me fat? Dragonette. Turner and Hooch. These are all just words.
They don't mean anything.
All words. All words are made up. Yep. Yep.
This is not the bonus question. You have to read the headline.
I'm sorry, what?
This is not.
Oh, sorry. Okay, hold on one second. Yeah, sorry, real quick. Let me get it. Shoot. So this one, can I get JTE?
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Colin. Sorry, can you read this?
Is missing the D. D1.
Sorry. I misheard that question because I wasn't paying attention to this very important show. Yes, Mulan will premiere on Disney Plus Sign on September 4/29/99. Wait, it's September 4/29/99. So that's how much it's going to cost. It's premiering on September 4/29/99. Like that's how much or is it on September 4th, the day? I can't tell without the TH.
I mean, I think 4/20/99 is like the new dates that you're gonna do like after 2020. You know, like it's a new calendar.
I think what that is, can we bring it back up for a second? That's like it's the new 420 is the 4/29/99 because that certainly can't be the cost of renting a movie. That's so much money. I'm sorry, what? And you are telling me this is the one without the songs?
And without the dragon.
Like without the dragon? Without Albert from Twin Peaks as the bad guy? I still haven't seen Mulan, so I'm gonna assume. Is this the one directed by the guy who did Whale Rider?
I think this is the one that has Tom Hanks on it.
Is Mushu in this one? Is Eddie Murphy going to be appropriating it? And I'm not sure if I want to see it unless Eddie Murphy and Donny Osmond are in this one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I think they are doing a digital version of Eddie Murphy.
Oh, they're going to digitally insert Harvey Firestein, and yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. That's how movies are made now.
Do we have another one? Oh, it's a lady who did Whale Rider. I'm sorry, I don't see gender. Alan Smithy, I'm sorry. I don't see sex or gender. It's been a real problem in my life.
Don't ever forget, Videodrew is technically a woman.
Yes. If you need me to co-host anything of yours because you're problematically male, don't forget I am technically a woman and available. Like, not like that. Please stop sending those emails. Okay. That's the same thing. So I guess we are done talking about the news, which means it's time for a very
ritual.
Very special guest, but also first Lon saying Eddie Murphy plays both Mulan and the dragon in a hilarious dual role. Yeah. How would you know, Lon?
How did he get Wi-Fi? Last week he was like turning on the lights of Winston's house or something.
Yeah, that wasn't Winston's. Okay. Guys, we have a very special guest to bring on that I think is going to help clear up a lot of questions that we've been having lately about situations going on in the world right now, about situations going on in our community. Just somebody who I think can really speak to the discord of the moment. By discord, I mean discourse, and definitely not that thing that 14-year-olds from Scotland are always trying to hit me up on. Yes, we have WARFATHER!
Huzzah! Hello, all.
Haha! It's good to hear you laugh again. It's been a hot minute. How are you?
It has. Oh, doing well during this quarantine. Just staying at home and just enjoying some films and some malted beverages and all around life. How about yourselves?
Oh, pretty good. Quarantine. Now that's an interesting thing to call it. Is it technically a war if nobody is doing battle? if no one's physically doing battle except
Well, that's why
online.
it's a warranteen. I mean, everyone's not battling. They're in their houses, for God's sakes.
No, I'm not sure how much you were involved in the online Discord. I mean, course, again, on Twitter or social media, but there does seem like there is a lot of war things going on. And being the war father, I just have to ask, like, you know, are you kind of disappointed in war these days?
I really am, because usually there's challenge. They don't usually last this long.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with wars nowadays is that it's become too political.
Yes.
Yeah, because wars are not political at all.
No.
It never has. Not the war I raised.
Yeah, exactly.
The war I raised was apolitical, violent fun. Now it's just violent.
Yeah.
That's not the war I sired.
So, do you think there's something? Is it when the war went to college? When was the turning point that war? You just started noticing changes, and what do you think the influences were on war that made it break off from your family's values?
It was always. I may be the war father, but I wasn't a good war husband. And, you know, I think that if I was a better war husband, I could have been an even better war father. And little War takes more after his mother, and that's on me. That's on me, and I don't blame her at all.
Right. Sorry, remind me.
It's a mutual problem. We should have come together, not necessarily as if I was even a better husband to her, if I was, and we were better co-parents,
right,
and less infighting between the two. As we raised War up, I think he would have appeared a bit more stable.
You know, they say that opposites attract, but when we're talking about you and your former Mrs. Warfather, and remind me again, what was her name and deal? I want to say.
Well, her name was Peace Mother, and
Peace Mother. Oh, I see what the problem was. You know,
that all makes sense.
Yeah.
We thought we could make it work, and it just.
Yeah.
So
no
who
wonder.
has the child custody of War?
We shared custody for a moment, but now War is a fully grown person, and when you are a fully grown person, you develop your own ideas and your own path, and sadly, you know, it's broken out of the mold. But what are we going to do? I mean, I'm always there if War ever needs guidance. Yes. But you know, you can only do so much once they're fully grown.
Do you understand War? You know, it's maybe a generational thing. That War is, you know, now on Twitter, it's on Facebook, it's on TikTok, it's on.
There were cola wars. There were
the Chiquita Banana Wars. I mean, back in your day,
banana wars. There was, you know,
same person.
You know, there was a Wrestle War '92. There was all kinds of different forms of war that, quite frankly, I couldn't have even imagined.
So
there was the Xbox PlayStation War. There was so many.
Well, that brings up an interesting point, which is that Daney, I don't want to be insensitive. Daney himself has been part of a war, very sad state of affairs between Daney and his Crow family, and earmuffs, Daney.
So, Warfather, you're obviously a god. You know, you are the father of all wars. So,
obviously a god.
He's obviously a god. Like you can tell by the helmet.
Yeah, listen, that's you saying that. That's not me. I'll just accept it.
Okay, but you know, you're a very common and famous deity between crows. So we have to ask why you created the war against bats and crows.
Again, I created the concept of war. Your actual individual war, that's on you.
And your son, sounds like.
Well, it's my son. I'm the father of war. I am not war itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are there any?
I can only hold so much responsibility.
Are there any wars? We've talked a little bit about how down you are. Are there any wars you're particularly proud of? The wars that have gone. You're like, hey, you know what? You've earned my respect.
Well, the war on drugs, because it failed miserably, and it should have.
I have to say, we won that one by a mile.
Indeed.
It's the goal. We have a question here from friend of the show, Guy Lon Harris.
Oh, Lon Harris, the delinquent.
Yes, the delinquent. He wants to stay at your longhouse.
Longhouse is a little bit full, but we do have a battle boudoir in which you could stay in.
That sounds sexy. Is that something Peace Mother? Is that how you wooed Peace Mother? Was with the
battle boudoir? Yes.
The battle boudoir.
Yes, sipping on war wine.
So sorry, go ahead.
No. Why? I don't kiss and tell. I was just going to leave it at that.
So you've been involved now with this game, this little trivia, this mishigas, as we call it in the Videodrew culture of the movie trivia show, up, down, something, and that's a war of itself. Yeah. So I mean, what are your thoughts when you participate in something like a war? Does that bring up conflicting feelings, both having been the father and in not at all a confusing way, also participating currently in the abstract concept of war?
When I get ready for war, I show up, I have my weapon, I have my mighty helmet or mask or whatever I wish to don. I typically have my, blood red robe of victory, and I go in and I just have at it, regardless of what it is or what the battle is for.
You just said, you just said hat or mask. Are there not always the horns? Is it not always this thing?
No, this is just my favorite.
Oh, this is just your favorite. God.
You know that one T-shirt that you have of that band you like that you just wear around the house, and sometimes when you go out for errands and that type of thing. Nothing big, but it's just comfy.
Yeah, I've been wearing Aaron's skin for a while now, and that's usually just like this is just my knock around skin.
I was saying errand, but with a D. But
I don't know.
Well, you're aware of the concept. That's what the helmet is. It's just this is my walk around wear.
So basically, there is a fashion on the WARFATHER groups.
Oh yeah, I could sometimes wear a battle mask of some sort, or more of a Roman type helmet, or some form of shredder like mask and helmet combination. There are options, is my point.
What about like a lock her up t-shirt with a pro Bernie hat, and then it's a sort of power war with your outfit?
See, that's more of my son. That's more of my son's game.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I'm so sorry. That's right. That's literally what politics is matching ensemble clothing. I wanted to ask you though, you just said hammer. Now, I don't want to get into a little dicey territory, but you're WARFATHER. You're not THORFATHER, right? Because that's a totally different guy.
Thank you so much for giving me the outlet. I am not Thor or THORFATHER. Those things are mythical. They're not real.
I don't understand.
Me either. That's my point. I don't understand this confusion.
So
I am the WARFATHER. I am not Thor or the THORFATHER or Odin or anything like that. I just am as I is. The WARFATHER.
When I saw you, I first thought that's Anthony Hopkins. Or if you're doing the American Gods version, that's the guy from Deadwood. And you're telling me that's just not true. That's been factually incorrect this whole time.
That's been incorrect. Anthony Hopkins may be my cousin, and I may make wood dead, but I am neither of those things. That's the closest I am related to either.
So, by the way, are you happy with the portrayal that those guys gives of you, WARFATHER?
They're not doing him.
I apologize. Could you please repeat that, WarCrow?
I'm asking if you are proud of the portrayal that those actors did of you, because you're obviously a god of war.
I don't care because that's Odin. That's, again, a mythical thing. I am just the Warfather.
Is this something
that's
that,
my
like,
name? Warfather. All caps, no spaces.
Thank you for clarifying that. Earlier this week, there was a discussion about whether there was a hyphen, so it's good to know that there isn't. Before we
I'm not hyphenated. I am all being.
Being.
All being.
Gotcha.
Once again, all being, all caps, no hyphens.
And War Daddy is not a cinemas. It's not like a
War Daddy is great.
War Daddy, I only accept from certain people in my battle boudoir.
Oh my God, War Daddy! I can mess with that. My face is doing a normal human reaction thing. So when you said that these things aren't real, and we will get to our next guest in a second, what do you mean? What do you mean not real?
I mean Odin, Thor, they don't exist.
What?
I do. That's and I'm speaking to you right now. That should be proof enough that I exist. But those two don't.
Do Santa Claus?
Unfortunately, he does exist.
Okay.
Oh.
ᴠᴇʀyɪ?
Him too. I am one of triplets.
Okay.
And you just named my brothers.
Gotcha.
Santa Claus and ᴠᴇʀyɪ. We are not on speaking terms at the moment.
Well, I imagine why.
I understand.
Stuff. So we want to say we are going to be bringing on our next guest, but thank you for clarifying all this. Warfather, just one last question.
Yes.
Does Videodrew exist?
Videodrew. Sweet Videodrew. You have always existed. Prior to time and after.
Ah, thank God. It gets so confusing in here sometimes.
So
and once again,
and
Videodrew, you are also all caps and one word.
Yes. One word. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you so very much for reminding people that, guys. Guys, anybody in the audience, Videodrew talks less, smiles more. Also, only one word. Stop it with the 2 words. Stop it. Just cut it out.
Why make it so complex?
Why am I what?
Why making it so complex? Just one word. If you add a space,
word.
it becomes very complex.
It's like Mr. Peanut Butter. Peanut butter is one word. Don't write one word. Just that's it. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's. I gotta have to bring on our next guest for a second, and it's somebody who I personally don't know that well, but it was a request from another member of the Videodrew community to have them on. So I wanted to bring on Warfather. If you can just make room for a second, we're going to be bringing on Azzy. Azzy is our next guest.
Hi.
Oh.
Hey, Azzy.
Hello.
Hi, Azzy. It's good to see you again. How have you been doing?
Oh, doing pretty good. You know, it's pretty dark here.
Yeah, that's usually how we. Oh, okay, we got Azzy. So yeah, this is the real reason I wanted to ask you on tonight. You and me historically have had our differences in the past, but Videodrew here, Mini Drew, wanted to meet you.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, she's got anything to say on?
And they called it puppet love.
I think she's a little bit shy right now. But Azzy, tell us a little bit about what's been going on with you since we last saw you, which was, yesterday when I saw you on the street without your mask on.
Well, when you're a puppet, you don't actually breathe, but a lot of people still want me to wear my mask. In fact, I had a police officer arrest me, and I said that puppet lives matter. Nobody listened.
Wow, that's a heavy statement. Warfather, any thoughts? Just kidding. Let's go on to the next bit. So have you been holding up with the quarantine, Azzy? Like, has it been hard for you to just be all alone and not with any of your friends? I know you had a bad situation recently at work, or with a work situation.
Yeah, I got let go.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Whoa,
sorry.
why?
Well, you see, I've been trying for years to get into Sesame Street,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
and I made it into the intern program, but I spilled a latte on the producer.
Oh, you found out how
Oh.
to get there?
How to get? Yeah, how can you reveal the secret
Can
on
you
air?
tell us
Inquiring
how
minds
to
want
get
know.
how to get to Sesame Street?
I'm sorry, only puppets could know.
Ah,
Are puppets
I feel like
real?
we have somebody listening in right now. So if you just want to whisper, we want to whisper that secret right here. She's got. Nope, she's all good. No, she's terrifying. Here, guys, I just need to. She needs to fix her face for a second. So,
oh
don't
my.
worry.
What happened?
Wow,
What happened?
that is very
Yeah, that seemed very. Yeah, so don't worry. Now she's
graphical.
So this is actually something that Azzy, we wanted to talk to you a little bit about as we're watching the Sesame Street characters and everything. By the way, don't you like how Videodrew has gotten a lot more normal talking these past couple weeks? Quarantine's really fixed her. She stopped talking in third person and has a regular voice now and everything. It's super great.
We're all very different during this quarantine video, Drew. I'd think nothing of it.
Can
We love watching you.
Can we be can Videodrew be straight for a second? Quarantine's made her so normal, and it's like getting scary. She's like wondering if maybe I don't know, she won't need a therapist after this. Like she's kind of okay. It's really
Therapy
upsetting.
is just one word, by the way.
It's all one
Videodrew,
word.
yeah, Videodrew and therapist and all those things are also one word. So you got fired, but wasn't there another reason, Azzy, that you were saying that you weren't appropriate for the show?
No. See, with Sesame Street, you got to be really G-rated, like pre-K G-rated. They said I was more of a light PG-13.
Really?
Light
So
PG-13.
yeah, what's that? Is above the pants?
If you're like PG-13, does that make you a PG-11?
Whoa, great question.
Well, actually, I'm only 5 years old.
Oh, well. Yeah.
What was that?
Whoa.
I don't know what you guys
Hey,
talking
boy, what was that?
What'd you call him?
Boy.
God.
Ah!
Yay!
That's Rudolph, the skeleton.
It looks like
Rudolph
you're
the
just quoting
skeleton?
Rudolph. Skeleton.
And he has human arms for some reason.
Let's see them.
Those don't look like arms at all. Those just look like hands connected to cloth.
Wait. Pause the show. What's going on? That's a skeleton with meat hands.
Exactly.
Why? In what world?
That is the toy that you gave me when I was a human baby, because crows that became humans, they grow fast, like the opposite of they just being buttons. So like the clones for the Star War.
So no. I'm not letting you off the hook that easy just because I don't understand what you're saying. There's no way that skeleton, unless it was involving ants, got his face ate, but then his hands remained viable.
Yes.
Those are working digits. Azzy,
Yes, they
thoughts
are.
of this powerful monstrosity to God?
Can he get me a job?
Just can't, to be honest, just real this.
I'm feeling very left out without having a puppet friend around.
Oh, well, you know what? That's okay, because we can actually get you another puppet friend. She's right here.
Warfather, don't you have something growing on your head?
Growing on my head?
Growing.
There are horns.
That's an accessory.
Oh, this is a helmet, fine puppet man. Oh, sweet Christ.
Yep. So you can have this one. This is not technically a puppet. This is a monolith that was devoted. This is Videodrew, and she has, as always, human teeth that she's full of.
Yes.
Yep,
Full
as
of
they
human
do.
teeth, yes.
Yeah, and also the human teeth that make you smile. So this can be yours, Warfather. You tell me what Videodrew, what Wardrew should say, and we'll make it happen.
Oh, okay. I think Wardrew should say nothing, because everything out of her mouth would be horrifying.
Oh, she's really sorry to hear you say that, Warfather. She's gonna go just right over here
I'm
for now.
sorry. I'm sorry, Wardrew, come back. Come back. I'm sorry.
Okay, I think she's good. I mean, no.
No, she is perfectly fine. I mean, she could stay if she wants. If she wishes to speak, she can. I force nothing upon the Wardrew creepy puppet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should mention she's totally deaf. She can't hear a word that you're saying. I don't even know if she understands English. There's been no signs of sentient life beyond just sort of a movement here or there, or so I actually don't know what's going on with her. She's sometimes we just chill together. I'm not her owner.
Why do her eyes look like that other lady from Coraline?
It's just that's like the second
just
Coraline run off.
It's just royalties that we get for having puppets on the show.
Stop it. So I think it's almost time for us to play a game.
Oh, I like games.
Yeah, I think Alvin or whatever WarCrow's thing is also likes to play a little game. Saw reference 2020.
Alvin.
Still so sad about not being able to see Spiral. The game that we're gonna play tonight is ask Azzy what he thinks about movie news. We'll do that later. Game segment, name the battle screen. So we're gonna show you a scene, Warfather, from a movie. I think this is Sean's thing. I don't get this whole game stuff. We're going to show you a scene from a movie, and we're all going to go around and guess what famous war this is a scene from. Easy enough. Shouldn't be very hard.
So just name the movie that the scene is from.
Or name the war itself, in case.
Or name the war itself. Okay.
Because I haven't seen very many movies, or any. I've just memorized a bunch of details. Oh, my God.
It's just battle scene. It's not like name it.
Yes.
I know what this one is. I got this.
I got this too. Yes.
What is
it, Azzy?
It's Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Really?
The War of Thomas. What war was that, Azzy? The Thomas?
It was a PBS war. See, that Thomas had a movie where he wanted to be on PBS more and get paid better, but unfortunately, that purple dinosaur outed him, and so it's that one.
I'm starting to get a little sense of why you were actually fired from the show, and it was not about the spilling of the coffee. Are you kind of a gossiper?
Maybe. Well, who told you?
Warfather, what do you think this is from?
Well, I think the movie is definitely from Cruz v. Holmes, The Ultimate Divorce.
Oh, right. This is actually, I believe it's
a documentary about the violent separation between Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes.
Correct. And if you see the background,
if
you see the background, you actually see the Thetons that are actually moving around Tom Cruise, protecting him against the evil Katie Holmes father figure, who is actually a lawyer and made sure that prenup was airtight.
Yes, Tilda Swinton played Suri, if memory serves correct.
Oh yeah, the kid's named after the thing that you called on your phone. Forgot about that. Danny, what war do you think this is?
I think this is the war from the upcoming movie of Call of Duty, the popular video game. They have to go and do these things, and they always ask to go to duty, but they don't want to, so they fight about that. They want to do their jobs. I think that's the premise.
Oh, wait. No, I was wrong. I know what this is. This is the real-life story of Tom Cruise going to Steven Spielberg to get more money.
Sure, that was a war. I gotta disagree with you guys. I think I know what this is. This is from the very famous Danny DeVito directed, I think. Yeah, let's go with it. War of the Roses.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like that's not
look at Tom Cruise's face. He really wants that rose. Wants it bad. Also,
Kathleen Turner's just right off screen haranguing him, which that definitely tracks.
Yeah. She's quite the haranguer.
I loved her in Romancing the Stone.
Is that what War of the Roses is about? That is correct, says Lon Harris. Oh, Videodrew named a movie thing. Someone has to donate $20 into the Streamlabs because correctly identified a movie. Correct. Yes.
Good show.
Next movie. Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. Okay. Live, Die, Repeat, Edge
So
of
it's
Tomorrow.
a video game film.
Live, Die, Repeat. Edge of Tomorrow. 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 Am I done?
Like the corner of tomorrow, which is the edge.
I repeated it all the times. Next picture.
That's it? That's
Yeah, this whole game.
Boy, that was a fun game.
Yeah, that's it. No. Next. Whatever. Whoever.
Ah.
Oh God.
Oh, I know what this is.
Wait, I think maybe let's let Warfather go first because he might want to speak to something in this.
Well, let's see. We have the titanium gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
I see that the dark jaguar.
Wow. Way to be politically correct on that one. Good job.
The indefatigable Grunk.
Grunk. Is that Grunk right there?
I see who else? What do we see there? And Admiral USA. Why, this is clearly Asylum Films' The Get Backers.
The Get Backers. Love it. I do love how this looks like a triptych.
I don't recognize the thing the cursor is around. What is it circling?
Oh, I think I'm so sorry. I think that's Thor, who, as you can see, is definitely not made up. That's a real guy. That's War Sun.
No, impossible. Yeah. Thor's fake. This movie's fake.
No movies are fake. All movies are real and happening in real time and always continuing in a motion that is going forward and not backwards, unless it's a timey-wimey one. That's how things work. Yeah. This is actually, sorry, Azzy, you wanted to go. What do you think this war is?
Yeah, this is clearly the war of the day before Christmas from the classic film Jingle All the Way.
Oof. Yeah, that is true that it does look like Turbo Man's somewhere in this frame. Finding Turbo Man might be like
all those parents looking for the Turbo Man doll.
Yeah.
Ready to go to war.
Yeah. This is actually all the military police came in after Sinbad pretended that there was a bomb and he was a postal service employee. Can you imagine that today? I think we are. And
I think I can.
Yeah. Danny, what do you...
Sinbad was in this movie, right? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He was in the Get Backers.
Wasn't Sinbad a sailor?
Sure. But let's circle back. Lon, who is now, I guess, our fact checker. Sinbad was definitely in Jingle All the Way and in the Get Backers, correct?
Yeah, yes. Along with the inscrutable grunt. I misspoke earlier.
And Shazam. Grunt. And Shazam. Remember that time? He starred in Shazam.
And Billy Zane the Phantom.
Yes.
Alec Baldwin the Shadow.
And, those names are easy to come to you. Lon is saying correct. Lon is also drifted off to someplace else, so we don't know. I believe it's Kazam. Yes, I was talking about Kazam. I'm so sorry.
Kazam. Starring Shaquille O'Neal, obviously.
Yes. God, I always
in a dual role with Steel.
I like how I tried to do the thing that we all remember from childhood, but I misremembered the misremembering and definitely called it Shazam with Sinbad instead of Kazam with the thing.
They're all very similar.
You're all wrong. This is actually from Hamilton.
Oh,
you guys remember? Yeah, you remember that?
The documentary about Justin Hamilton. Yes.
The one about Justin Hamilton. This is the part where they're singing about how they're going to be back one day, and that the part where they're going la da 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 da, and they're doing that thing, and then if you can tell if you zoom in, Sean, zoom in real close. Zoom in real close to the thing in the back next to with the wings. Okay, above the wings, guy, to the left, back to the left, back and to the left, back and to the left. Sorry, that's David Diggs right there.
Oh,
clearly.
I tried to get tickets one day, but no one would sell tickets to a puppet.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why would they? I mean,
people are very prejudiced
But they can't. You can't prove photo ID or identification, and New York is kind of a place that has a lot of security around it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was about to say the scene is clearly the battle within the room where it happened.
That is the battle. It's the one where I think right off to the side you can just see Thanos, and he's just saying no to this. He just wants to say no to this, but he can't. For some reason, it's just impossible to say no to this. Oh gosh, man.
He's also putting a tax on tea.
Yes,
which is what caused the giant uproar in the first place.
The knife.
That's I think the prequel, because we don't actually we never got to see that part. We just got to see what imagined if they tried to tax his whiskey.
I must say, he is called Dark Jaguar because he practices the dark arts and has nothing to do with whatever it is you're implying.
Wait, that's not him. Back, up to left, up, Sean, to left, back, left. There we go. Zoom in, enhance. That's Dark Jaguar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Dark Jaguar.
Yeah,
yes.
As you can clearly see.
Enhance.
Oh yeah, I saw his movie on opening day.
That's the opposite.
Dark Jaguar?
Oh yeah.
It's very good.
Okay, next image. Or whatever. Also, I like how the background just went full metal album.
It was weird to make Hamilton the first ever metal hip-hop musical.
Yeah, it was kind of like a hat on top of a hat on top of like a hip-opera.
Yes, there is a lot of layers in art, you know.
Yeah, kind of like
I recommended a few metal songs for Sesame Street, but they didn't like those ideas.
Which metal songs did you recommend, Azzy?
Oh, A, B, See You Next Door, When I Get Mad.
Very metal.
1, 2, 3 Snakes. They weren't great titles, but they were in the works.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
there's a very Rammstein-like sound. And yes, I am pronouncing it the correct Yiddish way. It's Rammstein. And okay, this one I actually have no clue on. Danny, you wanna field this while I figure it out?
I know this one.
I know this one too.
The title of this movie is very, very obvious. It's Samurais with Laser Swords Against Robots 3: The Revenge.
Oh, Mick G did this one, right?
Exactly.
It looks like the McGee classic, but I thought it was a concert film because there's, as you can see, there's glow sticks. Yeah. They're in the desert, and it's a maddening crowd. It's Coachella, obviously.
I thought this was a PSA on social distancing.
Oh, that's brilliant. This is like the plot of when the cast of Contagion came back 10 years later to tell us how to wash our hands because we can't listen to anyone except Kate Winslet tell us how to wash hands with soap for 20 minutes or have Matt Damon tell us that we need to stand 6 feet apart. We won't listen unless it's Lawrence Fishburne saying, cover your mouth when you cough.
Wait, Lawrence Fishburne said that?
Yeah, the head of the...
I've been coughing out for generations.
Well, the head of the CDC, Lawrence Fishburne, told us to do that. It was a medical advisory from the Columbia University's health department, teamed up with the cast of Contagion to tell us how to wash our hands, and it was the most effective PSA in the 21st century.
You see, I didn't know. I've always listened to Lawrence Fishburne, so
he's got that kind of vibe.
He does.
I have a question. Why does he boil fish?
Oh, great question. I think this all goes back to that time that Lawrence Fishburne went by Larry. And he got got involved with a bad crowd. Mainly, he got on the wrong side of this guy, Fred Krueger. We had this falling out. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. Well, that was back when he was Larry Fishbroil.
Yeah, he was Larry Fishboil. I think it's because Freddie himself is so badly. What? Okay, she's saying that's not it at all, and it has nothing to do with fish, and that's
Yeah, fishes don't like wars, They like to be eaten. That's for sure.
She don't talk much.
No, she's just saying that this is actually from the future. This actually isn't from a movie at all. This is from next week, specifically next Tuesday, 3 p.m.
Pacific time.
Pacific
Oh.
time. Oh, she didn't clarify. Pacific? Eastern? No, she's
Brazilian
not saying
time.
anything. She's not saying anything now. She just kind of popped in for a second. So I'm gonna say it's. I think it's from Star Trek.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What?
I think it's from
This is-
Star Trek: Last Generation.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the one where Kirk and Picard met and fell in love. And what's happening here is there's a lot of spider robots and like from the
Spider
Matrix.
robot.
Yeah, spider robots, and they're like they were like in the Matrix with again Lawrence Fishburne, and they're usually not that much of an annoyance because they're very small. But what happened was they got shrunk. The main guys from Star Trek got shrunk down, and now they're fighting a bunch of ants. It's kind of like that Rick Moranis horror
Who
sci-fi.
have queens, by the way. Ants definitely have queens.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Ah,
Interesting.
that is interesting. What's
Star
this title
Wars.
in front of us?
Star Wars? What?
Episode-
It's a movie that Adam Waite was like.
Star Wars
That's great.
episode Double I. Attack.
Episode I.
What do you mean, like next week? Sorry, go ahead. Next one. Next image, please.
So it is next week.
I hope we have another one.
I hope this goes on forever and never ends.
I'm having fun.
Oh, no. I'm not going to
Oh,
do this
God.
show anymore.
Sean, what are you doing? Sean, you know that's triggering.
No!
No.
Ah, my eyes! Not the bees! Not the bees! Ah, not the bats! Not the bats!
Don't
Bat,
worry.
it looks like a cat person.
Ah.
It looks like a guy in rubber and like the kind of guy you'd meet out in San Francisco.
I gotta tell you something. Sorry, we let somebody out of the dungeon a couple weeks early. This is usually this is what we keep down in the dungeon for training purposes. He usually just hangs around. We have a little ball gag in his mouth so he can't talk. But it looks like
See-
we let him out to go fight something.
I thought this was a documentary about the Folsom Street Fair.
It is.
Ah.
No, it's also that.
Ah.
I have been betrayed by the producer of the show, Mistress. I am.
I'm so
Hey.
sorry. I did
Oh,
not.
sweet Daney, it's okay.
Oh, my Uncle Joe died in the great fire of the Bat Crow Wars.
Oh no,
Yeah, that's why.
terrible.
that must have been so hard.
Yes, Uncle Joe was a
typical
very
video.
great guy.
So anyway, back to this guy on the left here. I'm feeling like, who is that? I feel like that. Can we zoom in? Can we enhance? Enhance. Back.
Whoever
into
it
the
is, he's recovering from jaw surgery.
Yeah, no. Back into the left. Back up to the left. Back to the left. Is that Kevin Smets?
I was thinking the same thing.
It's the Smasher.
It's the
It's the
Smash.
reason why Smets wears a hoodie.
Oh my God! This was actually from
Oh.
last week, and this was actually an image I believe that was taken from Friday. This was 2 days ago. I don't know how you got your hands on it so quickly, but this is actually footage from that war show trivia thing that we do. It was that, and there's the
It's
other
definitely
guy.
a war show.
Well,
Where's
Right.
Kaiser? Where's Kaiser in this?
He's
I thought-
Kaiser's not allowed in this scene. This was the betting round.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Oh,
That was yes. I remember watching Kevin Smith throw hands at the Folsom Street Fair during
Yeah.
the movie
Yeah,
trivia, whatever it's called.
and no spoilers, but like drop. So that was a very intense day for all of us. I know that. Can you zoom back? Zoom in a little bit more. No, zoom in on the red thing.
is that
the
sign
rest-
trying to tell us something?
No, that's. Can we zoom
Yes.
in? Zoom in.
What does the sign say?
That's actually. Yep, that's Mark Ellis. That's.
Oh,
My war son.
it makes so much more sense now.
So wait, so Mark Ellis is your war son? Did I get that correctly? Is
He's
he
my war son. He's not war.
Oh, gotcha.
Big
Enhanced.
difference. Come on.
Do you want to know something? Video
Look
Drew.
alive, video, Drew.
Okay.
What were you asking? I apologize.
Human Live.
Not the bats. Come on, can we move on from this picture?
Video Drew auditioned to be an extra in this movie. because they shot it famously. End of sentence, period. Famously. They shot it famously. It was right down the street from Occupy Wall Street, that very successful campaign that you remember happened as being a rousing success, and everyone walked away happy from that affair.
Agreed.
But Videodrew was auditioning, and she got to go up and stand in front of a large group of people, hundreds of people, waiting in line to be an extra. And it should be easy because you just wait in line and then you stand up and you say your name and that's it. There's no line to read because you're an extra. And so she got up and she went in front of those people and she smiled. And it really isn't much of a story. Nothing else happened. She never got a call back, and she spent that day as a sick day from work.
Can I ask you a question, WARFATHER?
Yeah, go for it, Azzy.
Would I look good in a cape like that guy?
Does that have a cape?
Frankly, Azzy, I believe everyone looks good in a cape.
Aww.
I should get a cape, mistress.
You should get a cape.
What would
It would cheer you up.
if I wore a cape?
Yeah. I think what I need is a mask like that. Like, where does he get such wonderful toys, do you think?
Walmart.
Oh, that's probably true.
I mean,
last. Look,
they got darn near everything.
Yeah. If I ever lived in a post-apocalyptic situation next Tuesday, I would definitely try to hole up in a Target or a Walmart or Barnes & Noble still a thing? Not there. Walmart.
There's an occasional one, but
Kmart.
I love going to Walmart the day after Easter. All that chocolate. Oh.
I feel like you fit in perfectly to this group, Azzy. Your vibe is totally on brand here. I love one time when whoops.
When whoops happened. When
did you make a whoopsie?
Nope.
Is it
all
that
good?
Song?
Nope, all
By the
good.
way,
Nothing happened.
We're making whoopsie.
By the way, Daney, the chat agrees with me. You should absolutely get a cape.
Don't encourage him. Woohoo! Don't encourage him.
Cape.
Do we have another picture?
Like my
Cape.
puppet. He
Cape.
also has kind of a cape.
Stop it.
Isn't that a death shroud?
It is a death shroud.
I like to wear this. He doesn't like when I do this, but I do it.
I can understand. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah. This is War Side Story. Musical.
Yes,
The musical, of course.
indeed.
Yeah. They're remaking it, and the director is going to be, I don't know. Let's just
Brian
pretend
De
it's
Palma.
I think this is.
Danny
this-
Villeneuve.
I think this is the war between cotton polyester blend and mylar.
Enhance, Sean. You know we need the enhance.
Enhance, please, Sean.
Was this from the Anchors Men, or is this from this one?
Oh, it's from Newscaster,
Newscaster. The musical.
Is
I
it
This
want
guy
to
looks
know.
Mike Myers.
starring Phil Barrel.
Yes,
This
sir.
is that it's the
Go ahead.
famous scene where they were arguing whether disco or interpretive dance was better.
That's right. I remember that.
This is
Fine
actually.
scene from Newscaster.
It's not Newscaster. It's Newsies Caster, and I believe.
Newsies. That's right. Newsies.
Yeah, and I believe Kevin Smets is also in this one. If we want to zoom out and then back and to the left, back and to the left.
He's the guy on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Back.
he's the man having sex with the ground?
No. That's actually Kevin Smith doing. He wasn't part of this war. He was just doing a triathlon on the
That's
side,
right.
and this was the push-up / human ball rolling competition portion of it.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
That's
Kevin Smith
totally
is a highly
human
impressive
and
person.
normal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see. So let's see. But what's with the rope?
Well,
That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get.
Well,
What part?
naturally, they were going to decide the victor through a tug of war game.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Tug of war game. War game.
I remember that scene. This is my favorite Phil Barrel movie.
Wait, wasn't that a Matthew Broderick movie? Tug of War Games?
I just got that. I mean, what? Yeah, Tug of War Games was absolutely a Matthew Broderick film in which he defeated the war machine with a game of Don't tell me. It was
That's the name of the movie.
Don't tell me.
I'm not going to.
No, she is. Okay, I was gonna say chess. She says tic-tac-toe. Which one's right? Lon?
I think it's tic-tac-chess.
No, I play that in 5 dimensions.
So many.
I think I know this movie, mistress.
Yeah, go ahead, Danny.
I think this movie is from the Captain Marvel to La 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 Land.
Is that where they land? Is that where they get the
That's
terminal
where
from?
it is. Exactly.
Oh, Lon is saying incorrect. I only get half points because it was actually categories that they play.
Oh, categories, of course.
Hold on.
I especially like the gories part.
By the way, is Long still doing the basement party like he was doing last week, and we are definitely trying to get away from that?
Where you kept Doug? No, I don't think Lon's holding the basement party where you were keeping the body of his friend Doug.
Basement party?
Yeah.
I don't think Long knows he's dead.
Why weren't we invited? Warfather, what's going on?
Both Azzy and I would be welcome to a basement party.
Look, guys.
I love basements. They're dark and dank.
Here's the thing about basement parties.
Boulders.
Basement parties don't exist. They never existed. We don't even have a basement. Don't worry. Good day, officer.
I'm not a policeman, but fine.
Yep.
He's not the police, father.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a job as a policeman. I just wouldn't mind a job.
Is there a God?
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Did it?
I
just mean in general. I'm just joking.
I mean, there's me, but
there's you. I said there's other dudes.
Is there a Warfather for puppets?
Is there a puppet father somewhere, Azzy?
Well, yeah. I mean, there was someone who made me.
Touche.
Hot. Tell us more about it.
Well, see, my puppet father, he was a brave man, but he was a poor man, and all he had was a blue coat from 1964 and a pair of googly eyes and a soldering iron.
Hold on, wait. Something's happening here. Azzy, I don't know what to tell you. It looks like
Are they going to kiss?
No, what are you talking about? They're fine.
I mean, I have no judgment. Like,
if
love
I've
is love.
been rejected?
Love is like war.
Let's be honest. The real takeaway from this is that God definitely exists. There's no such thing as basement parties, and it's all fine in quarantine. Do we have another
Santa
photo?
Claus is a twin brother of the Warfather. Don't forget.
It feels kind of game and
Hanukkah Harry. We're all triplets.
We can't forget Hanukkah Harry.
Well, most of us do.
Another picture.
Oh, that's definitely from Attack of the Clones.
This was Attack. I was just gonna say.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
This is when Attack of the Clones made that deal with Men's Warehouse in terms of promotion.
Oh no, guys! I believe I know what this scene is from. This is when this was the sequel to Priscilla, Queen of the Desert 2, Electric Boogaloo. It's Hugo Weaving. You can tell because there's a bunch of him. He did this got dressed up. It was a whole big number. It was they actually underneath these cloaks. What you can see, yeah. Can you enhance it so we can just see all the Hugos? Yeah, there we go. Like Martin Scorsese, there's just one too many Hugos in here.
That reminds me of that movie, Too Many Hugos.
Too many Hugos.
I thought this was that crossover movie with every character Hugo Weaving has ever played in one spot.
Oh yeah. So can you name those, Azzy? All those movies?
I just thought the movie's name was Hugo.
So Hugo. Yeah, you're right that it is a crossover. So that would be again Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the Lord of the Flies, and then I'm kind of tapped.
I also, I was confusing this movie with the sequel to Being John Malkovich called Being Dozens of Hugo Weavings.
I actually got
That's definitely
this
part of the
That was
franchise.
really great. I love that film.
It was
was
very
getting
good.
I was getting this confused for Ready or Not, which is sort of like a Hugo Weaving clone, or
Oh, yeah.
the
And guess
babysitter.
what? We're
Yeah.
not.
Ready
We
or Ready.
weren't ready for it.
We weren't ready. You mean Trash Knives Out? No, we were not. It was so good. Why was that movie better than
See,
it
but
should
this
have been?
movie was so good, it even crossed over with Point Break.
Wait,
Oh, that's
is this
true.
the actual screenshot of the movie, or is this the parody they made with Shannon William Scott and Justin Timberlake for the MTV 2003 awards?
Oh, you're right. This might be one of those parody videos that are so popular on the internet. Or, hear me out, deepfake?
Why
So none of these people are Hugo
lie
Weaving.
to us?
Yeah. Well, they lied about a lot of things, especially about what kind of pills you're supposed to take. Turns out red and blue together is the perfect combination. It's
Purple?
The red. Yes, exactly.
The purple pill?
You take the red pill and the blue pill, dummies. You take both of them, and then you wake up in the morning.
So you take the purple pill, Nexium?
Yeah, yes, that's the.
Okay.
Well, no, you take the red pill. So what happens is the fish man offers you 2 pills, and you're like, red pill or blue pill. The trick is you take both those pills, and then you have a big glass of whiskey, because it's in a glass form, how like normal people drink whiskey, like a mug of whiskey, and you wash it all down, and then you see what happens. Or don't.
Something's going to
See, I
happen.
thought the perfect pill was NyQuil.
It's a good pill.
Oh, yeah. That's more of a beverage.
I mean,
Well,
it
yeah.
can be taken
Caplets.
both ways.
You could get it in caplets.
Yeah.
Guys,
You can
I
also
wanna-
take Dayquil too.
I don't want to talk about so much drug stuff on this pretty clean podcast, but I will say that I have taken all the pills,
Nobody drinks here.
and they don't do anything except. Whoops.
Except?
Whoops.
Next slide, Sean.
Bro.
Well, we now know.
Keep
that
in mind-
Videodrew- now
keep
we
in
know
mind the
that
war-
Videodrew- Can say it. WARFATHER,
Oh, sorry. Keep in mind the war on drugs is over. So
Oh, of course it is.
and it lost. So don't worry too much.
Not worried.
Nobody should be worried.
No one should be.
Think the blue one's kicking in.
I want to say I do appreciate the war paint the two of you are donning this evening.
The what?
The war
Yes, it's
paint.
part of the wardrobe.
Ah, I see what you did there, and I enjoy it. Jolly good, friend. Jolly good.
I can't
For the
paint
ratio.
myself.
We lost our host. What is happening?
No, you should
I
have
don't
there
know.
just in doll form.
That joke was just too good.
Ah,
Wardrobe.
wardrobe.
Danny.
Yes.
Do I have to worry about one day going to war with you over who the best host of this show is? Because I'm gonna tell you something.
Are you going to be on the war for late night with
Yeah,
Videodrew?
It might be, because I'll tell you something, Danny. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Alex never makes funnier jokes than me.
Oh! By the way, thank you for bringing this up, Mrs. Because I have another question. That's why I summoned the WARFATHER tonight.
Oh,
WARFATHER,
yes.
your humble prayer has a question for you. So let's say that I may or may not be on a war against another person that does a show with my mistress, and we are maybe on a legal war right now for who is the best co-crow host. What advice I need to have, I can get from the WARFATHER himself?
In terms of battling this said opponent, or being a better co-host?
No. Just like how I destroy her life and make her miserable for the rest of eternity.
Well, I'm all about having the war, but having finality. So
Yes.
I won't
Like-
prolong it.
Like
Just,
ending her forever. Like she never can come back on the show. How
Sorry.
is that?
I just woke up. What happened?
Nothing, Miss. We and
Oh, he
WARFATHER
was just
talk about
asking me a
marriage.
question, a hypothetical one about usurping something or someone.
I don't know what that word means, and I don't care for it.
Wait,
I didn't-
what about syrup? My fur and syrup do not work well together.
This
Yeah,
is
you're-
true.
I'm just gonna be straight with you. It looks like Azzy here's got a lot of good jokes that aren't funnier than mine. So we might be talking about new co-host territory. Let's think about it. Yeah, let's
Really?
see.
Hmm.
I don't see Azzy making many funny jokes. So yeah, that's something to think about, guys.
Azzy, how do you eat pancakes?
Oh, that's easy. See, we do this. It worked for Cookie Monster.
But you eat them dry without syrup?
Yeah, because the syrup gets all sticky.
Well, yeah.
I mean, a little butter.
I
You
wanna
gotta
say
have
something.
butter.
Just making sure.
It's
I wanna
butter
say
all
something.
the way.
Let me talk. Sorry, I want to tell people this is the right time for you to press like and subscribe and go to streamlabs.com Videodrew. And now we'll take questions from the audience. That's it.
Or not.
Or not, we'll just make them up. Lon?
That's-
Lon?
I'm terribly sorry for talking over you.
It's okay, I already forgot what we were talking about.
It was the doll.
I gotta say, my moods are all over the place these days. I hate Cooking Monster.
Me too.
Uh,
I can't
what did-
get
what
him
did-
a job because of him.
What did Cookie Monster ever do to you?
well, probably.
He keeps looking so good. I mean, look at this. Look at this. All this. Okay? And then Cookie Monster just goes and goes, oh, me love Cookie. Oh. And people love that. You know, after a guy that's 50 years old, you'd think they'd get a new guy like me, but no.
Well, to be fair, that he was part of like a program, a diversity program, because Cookie Monster is not, you know, he's kind of
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
little-
C
a
is
little
for
bit
cultural diversity, and that's good enough for me.
yeah. he's
I
just
agree.
gotta say it's the issue that I have with Elmo and his father, and we've been through this a lot. Why Elmo lives by himself on Sesame Street and his dad lives somewhere else. Elmo cannot take care of himself. We've seen this time and time again. He doesn't know what racism is. We just found that out the other day. How
I know,
does he had a Skype call with his father? From where? Where is his parents? Don't mean to put this on you, Warfather, but where's Elmo's dad? That he's not on Sesame Street.
I think we're dealing with a situation in which, you know how child stars and their families tend to have a rocky relationship. I think Elmo is an emancipated minor.
So
He's
Bert
given
and
his
Ernie,
fame.
20 years old.
Bert and Ernie need to co-op together, co-live together because they can't afford the same rent. But somehow Elmo, he got family money? Where's this coming from?
I hate to break it to you, but Elmo is the most popular character on Sesame Street. I don't choose that to happen.
Elmo
but
knows
just
how
did.
to merchandise.
He really
Elmo-
does know how to merchandise.
Merchandise.
But
But
I
Elmo
believe
know how to pay rent.
I believe he has people that know how to pay rent for him.
Rent
Do they
control. Rent
Rent
control.
control. He
You know what,
still
they-
lives on Sesame Street, which is,
Rent control.
not an affluent neighborhood.
It's doing pretty well. I mean, if you can make it this long without knowing what racism is, again, why don't you ask the people who pay your rent? And there, I feel very
think-
weird. Yeah,
I think
go ahead.
we've come full circle in which
Yeah.
the landlord, him or herself, also doesn't know how to get to Sesame Street to collect
Oh.
said rent.
Oh, that makes sense. So Elmo just sort of is squatting in an area
lucked
and
out.
has not.
Well,
not
everyone-
limited-
That makes sense.
Yes. All the
I-
residents of Sesame Street are well known to be squatters.
I think all your astute viewers maybe should look into some child labor laws when it comes to Elmo.
Is Elmo a child?
He's like 3 years old.
That cannot be right.
Well, he's
First
been
of all-
3 years old for 20 years. I don't know how it works for monsters.
Well, they already told us. As he told us, one. What was it? What was the ratio?
17 puppet ears for 1 crow ear.
Yeah, but that helps me not one whit. Well, what are they in doll years?
Oh, see, gosh, it seems like every 20 years or so is equal to 1 puppet year.
Oh my God, math is hard. Am I right, guys?
So,
Okay, so-
20 human ears is 1 for a puppet
would make-
ear, and then
So
17
Elmo's
for
not
crow
even
ear.
3.
Elmo's not even 3. His dad has left him to just squat in this house, not knowing what terms are, doesn't know what certain things are, still refers to himself in the third person, totally disassociated from reality. I've got to say, Warfather, I'm really glad Peace Mother was around to help raise war, because you might have had a real Elmo situation on your hands.
Oh, wow.
You
Oh,
know,
he has a
You cut me
Elmo
to the core.
Yeah.
on his head.
and Danny, you're a pretty good boy. I know a certain giant yellow boy who could be replaced easily by a Danny Crow.
Who?
What? Banana on pajamas?
No, I'm
Who?
just saying. I think Danny could easily replace Big Boy.
Big Boy? From
Big
Outcast?
Boy.
Big Boy.
From Outcast?
No, Big Boy. You know, like tweet, tweet,
Oh,
Big Boy.
In fairness, Big Bird is an outcast amongst
Yeah.
birds.
Danny,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
he's
know.
a different type of birds. We birds are different.
And
I
then
always say
Danny,
that every single show.
If you get a job on Sesame Street, you know, maybe you could throw a little bone Nazi's way.
Well, it depends if they're gonna give me a cape.
I got a lot of bones, man. I don't know which one specifically you're thinking about. We got a couple comments in here, just mostly from Lon, because this is also Lon's show. So Lon's saying, I've never been in a basement in my life. He says he's in the woods. He also said, what if God was one of us? And then he said, we're just catching up on Lon stuff. Everyone, this is clearly Reservoir Dogs. That was about the Elmo debate. They are debating how much to tip their servers. That part's really funny, because remember that part of all Quentin Tarantino movies that just devolve into petty squabbles about how much to tip your server. I'm glad that they went with that trope. Yeah. Every Tarantino movie has two things in common: feet, Uma Thurman, and a discussion about how cool it is to be cheap.
There's another thing, but I won't get into it.
I forgot about the big thing.
Tipping. I'm glad you mentioned tipping, because there's one answer to this always. When you're asked to give a tip, just tell them this: don't eat yellow snow. It's the best tip ever.
Wow,
Great.
it's weird that you didn't get cast in that latest Quentin Tarantino movie for number 10, or maybe you have, Azzy, and you just can't tell us yet. But I would like to see this whole franchise of Tarantino's run end with just Azzy sitting there talking about tips, Madonna's Like a Virgin, and I don't know, some word.
Should call it Once Upon a Time on Sesame Street.
And be
Right.
the trader. Hey,
Historical
mistress, I think
remake.
our producer is singing.
That'll. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we lost producer Sean. I guess this is time when you'd normally wrap up the show, which is to say, we did it, guys. We did it. This only took a while. And if you would like to stick around afterwards and watch us as we are human, there's a post-show after-party VIP that everybody is welcome to. If on the screen right now, you're all welcome to. And if you're a Patreon subscriber, then definitely also show up. And the link will be in the somewhere. Discord? Somewhere. We'll figure it out. But guys, yeah, this is a real put together operation, as you could tell. All the pills.
All the pills.
Well, we do have one question. Azzy, would you ever perform in Schmoedown?
Oh, I would love to, but only if I could be trained by Robert Parker.
Ooh, why Robert?
Ooh.
We're the spider.
Why
Are you not a
Is
big
it because
spider
you're
fan?
both roughly the same size?
That's exactly it. He's the same height I am.
I don't know. Robert's got can you do magic?
Oh, can you do magic?
I'm
Yeah.
a talking puppet. How much more magical can you get?
There's
I don't know.
Pom-Pom.
Like, can you do card tricks?
I only have use of one hand here. Come on.
Can you use
Yeah,
the
but I know what
pencil
you're
trick like the Joker? That's the cool magic trick.
Oh, the one with the pencil? Yeah, no, he got that from me. So, guys, if maybe we want to go around in a circle and say, all the things that we're grateful for / where you can find us, then we can call this a sode.
All right.
How about we start with you, Azzy? Where can we find you? Not on Sesame Street.
If there's a producer out there who will willing to take me, then you can find me on 123 Sesame Street. And if not, I'll do anything.
Wow, that is creepy. How about you, War Father, who has not abandoned
War
his
Daddy.
son? Yes.
Yes.
War Daddy. War God, I love that. War Daddy. Where can we find
War
you?
Daddy. Yes. You could. I don't care for social media, but my roommate Eric Barnes is, and you could follow him on Twitter at Eric W Barnes, and see where he is up to here, there, and somewhere else.
Is that Eric with an I or Eric with a E or Eric with a K? I always forget.
It is ERIKWBARNES.
Perfect.
One
And
word, all not capitalized though.
Danny,
And
what about?
And the W on his handle definitely doesn't mean Warfather.
I'm sorry.
What?
The W on your Twitter handle definitely doesn't mean Warfather. Warfather.
I haven't asked him, but it might. For all I
Of
know.
course
Gotcha.
not. All right.
Yes.
Crow Boy?
You can always find me in the rooftops of my mistress here on Live in the Dark with Videodrew, or sometimes in the crazy another universe of the Gucciverse that for some reason is also happening right now as this stream because reasons.
Because
So
time
that's
is
it.
a flat circle and nothing is ever created or ended, just reborn in various forms. I'm your host, Videodrew. This has been a sode, and you can find me on this channel, usually with more makeup, on Mondays and Thursdays for the VideoChronic Pop Culture Quiz, on Tuesdays with Cinema Bias at 8 p.m. with Cover Your Ears, Danny, Alex Mack. This is where we force each other to watch movies in each other's eyeballs. This week it's going to be An Education, which I don't need. Fridays or Wednesdays, we've been doing study sessions for this movie trivia game. So you can find out all this kind of stuff by going to patreon.com/Videodrew. Keep that /. Also on Fridays, we do video karaoke. That's been super fun. That's twitch.tv/Videodrew. That starts at 8 p.m. John Roca and the Barbarian and everyone. It's like a huge thing. I think one of Azzy's friends shows up there once in a while. And on Sundays, this thing. And next Saturday, because we hit a Patreon goal, we are going to be having a game day, an all game day. So we're going to buy Jackbox games. I'm going to purchase them and we're going to play them. So
we're not going to play War. Unfortunately.
I actually don't know what Jackbox is. It might have War. So we're going to be doing that. And otherwise, I think this is the time of the night where we just start the show from the beginning and we try it one more time. Just kidding.